And hello fellow tankers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks. And we are back in M48 Patton, Tier 10 American medium tank, aka Bombshell. Yes, that's what I call it. I call it Bombshell because it is a bombshell. It looks pretty good. It looks like a freaking bombshell. That's first thing, and second, it's just joy to play, guys. One of the best, if not the best, tier 10 medium tanks in the game, I gotta tell you. Especially after updated turret has been released. This tank is just freaking awesome. That turret is so bouncy. So today I'm gonna show you a couple quick games in my M48 Patton and show you the brawling ability of this tank. Actually, we're gonna play it up close and personal. First game is on Pilsen, so we're gonna run into some heavy armor. And one thing about this tank is, what's beautiful is that it does have APCR rounds as your initial standard rounds, and then it has heat shells as your premium rounds. So basically, if you don't have enough pen with your APCR, you simply press that A button and shoot through some serious steel, and you'll be able to just shit on people with heat rounds that have over 300 millimeters of penetration. So yeah, there you go. So I came to this location here. This is a good position initially on Pilsen because it gives you shots into those guys poking out there out of corner at D4. And as you can see, T57 really has no chance. If I hide my hull and I'm showing my turret, he's got no chance. My cupola is on the right side. There's nothing he can do. So, you know, he's scrambling already there because he knows he cannot pen me. But we're going to hold this position because it looks like the tanks at 4 lane started pushing, yet no one from our team has pushed the 1 lane. So that's a little bit undesirable because if they come around the corner, they will flank us as well as the guys that are currently sitting in the middle. So it's a bit dangerous situation. We have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, keep supporting the guys that are pushing through the middle because that's important. We can't let them die. So now I see a waffle, so I gotta play it really cautious. He tracked me, so we want to pull back. We don't want him to unleash the fury on us, so we want to play it cautious. So we reposition now. We want to side scrape, and that way he'll have a much harder time to penetrate us. Although you have to be careful with the Patton because if you over angle, people can shoot you in between the tracks and penetrate your side. So yeah, you got to be careful with that. So as you can see, our heavy tank is switching attention to 1 lane, but we're going to protect this E5 over here. We want to make sure that we cover him while he's pushing over. So we're trying to keep an eye on this T57. That's what we're going to do until our E5 pushes in between the buildings. But he's not going to be able to do that because, yeah, all of a sudden E100 shows up. So I didn't know he was there. So I was waiting for E5 to push further in, but now that E100 shows up, we're going to switch our attention to him, and we're going to try to shoot him in the drive wheel and track him for our friendlies to feast. Now we're going to put a shell into his bottom plate, which doesn't pen, unfortunately. RNG is not on our side as usual, but he gets taken out now, so easy peasy. We're going to switch our attention to the other side now and support these guys that are in the middle at E2. So the game is relatively close. Looks like we're losing the other flank, but on this flank we should be able to clean up. We have the numbers here. There's one dangerous tank here, Object 430U. So we're going to prioritize this guy, but he's 3 versus 1, so shouldn't have any chances here. This shot unfortunately goes up into his upper plate, which is monstrous, and you cannot pen it, so it is what it is. Here we try to track him and pen him. Unfortunately, we just pen him. We don't track him because of Russia. But it doesn't matter. We're going to take him out of the game right here, and he's gone. So now we're going to move up on these guys that are in D4. There's still a couple of dangerous tanks there. Enemies tier 10 waffle and T57, although they're on very little health. So we should be able to clean them up. Our E5 is calling for help, so we're going to flank all the way around. I'm quick enough to get around here and put some shells into these guys, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to prioritize the waffle. He's not paying attention to us, so we're going to put a shell into his turret. We take him out, and now we're going to try to take out the T57. Now, at this point, I thought to myself, it's just a cleanup time here, so I'm going to auto-lock this T57, and look at this. Thanks, game. Yeah, that's what happens. So we're going to try this again. Can we pen him this time? Yes, thank you. So we're going to move forward. And there's only a few tanks remaining now, so like I said, it's just cleanup time. We see this T28 here. We try our kind of wiggle maneuver, but that didn't work out. He puts a shell into us, so we track him here, but he still has repair kit and he uses it. So yeah, be my guest. I have enough health. I'm gonna take a hit here. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go around him and we're gonna take him out of the game. Tried the shot there on the wolf, that didn't work out, but I was pretty sure we could pen his bottom plate, but I guess we can't. So it's closing time now. We're gonna move up for final kills. There's Patriot there. He's got a little bit of health, but we're gonna go after a pig, I think, in a split second here, because someone's gonna click on where he's hiding right there. So in A0, so we're gonna go to A0. I'm gonna try to take him out of the game, and here we're gonna goof it up a little bit. I don't know why I did what I did here. It doesn't make any sense. I actually aimed up on him pretty good here, and I didn't take a shot. Don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't remember what happened there. So then we take a second shot and the shell doesn't fly straight, it goes to the right. But we gonna manage to take him out of the game regardless, and we secure the win for the team. So again, nothing spectacular, just average game for this tank. Actually, yeah, very average, honestly. I mean, I see people doing easily 6-7k in this tank. I just don't play it enough, so I did jump into it for a few games lately, and I do have a few good games, so I'm gonna show you. It's still a class 1, so no problem. 4.4k damage, did a little brawling there. Yeah, finished on top, first place. We have 5 kills and 1472 base XP. We managed to fire 22 shots. We had 20 direct hits and 14 penetrations. All right, let's skip to the second game of the evening. And second game is on map Sand River. We spawned on the west side, which is beautiful. This side is beautiful because if you go to position F5 or G5, you can spot these guys that are crossing on 7 line. So once they're crossing, or 8 line, 7-8 line, if you see them crossing, you can put easy shells into these guys over there. So that's what we're gonna do. And you guys, if you watch my videos, you've seen this position multiple times in my games. And actually, I'm gonna have a game in my AV4202, which I got just recently. Yes, I did finally, and also from this position. So you see what these tanks can do. From here, I mean, medium tanks are freaking lethal from this position because they have view range and they have rate of fire and obviously the penetration, shell velocity, all that beautiful stuff. So we're gonna come up here and we're gonna try to spot these guys and make them wish they never crossed. Now this game is gonna be a bit crazy, guys. I'm gonna pull some really crazy maneuvers here. So a lot of it is, honestly, a lot of it is luck rather than skill. So, but you know, sometimes you take what you can get, and you know, I was trying different things in this game and it worked out, so be it. Try to be a little bit more aggressive. So unfortunately, we were able to spot a couple of customers there, but they crossed before I could actually fire. They were quick enough, so good for them. But in a moment we're gonna spot some more, and I'm a little bit worried here because I see those 3 heavy tanks on the bottom, and I'm like, come on team, come on. We really need help over here. I hope my friendlies are gonna show up and support me here while I'm firing and trying to get this E100 out of the game. Because once these guys push a little bit further, if they push beyond the bottom of the hill, they can put shells in my behind, and that's what I was worried about here. Another thing I was worried about is Artie. Artie usually aims at this position and shits on you pretty much, but in this game Artie decided to leave me alone, which I really appreciate, because you know, once Artie leaves me alone, I usually have a good game. So now I don't know what's going on here. I cannot, for crying out loud, I cannot penetrate this E100. I don't know why. I put 3 shells into him through his drive wheel. I can't pen him. Makes no sense whatsoever, but so be it. RNG in this game is really bad sometimes for me, so it is what it is. Another shot, just bounces. Should have penned easily. Makes no sense. So before we can take him out, he gets taken out. We do get all the assisted damage from it though. We could have farmed him, but unfortunately the game didn't let us. It is what it is, but I'm still happy with the assisted damage. So here we have no more targets at this point, so that's where I'm starting to think. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I really want to engage these guys on the bottom. We have numbers. Here I see some of our heavy tanks pulled up. So I'm like, I see this STI going after our medium tank over there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go after this Maushan. And yeah, I'm gonna try to outrun his turret. I know there is a tank behind me, so I was willing to take hits at this point in time, as long as I can take this Maushan out crazy play, but it works out. And unfortunately, I auto-aim too much in this game. Should probably be aiming manually a lot more. You get lazy sometimes, especially with the Patton and its reload. You get so lazy every once in a while. So, you know, I'm still trying to outrun his gun. He was paying attention to me for whatever reason, but luckily for me, this IS-7 has missed a couple shots on me, so I'm able to go around him right now. And his troll armor again there, auto-aim. Should have probably aimed manually and didn't hit him. So we're gonna try to outrun his turret again. And we pen him this time. We're going to try to go around him. He's smart though. He backs into the hill. So that way I cannot go around him pretty quick. He puts a big shell into me. He sets me on fire. But I repair my engine quickly. And I do have automatic fire extinguisher. So it works. We track him here. Unfortunately, we take 2 more hits. And I was so lucky not to die over here. We bounce 1 shell. And we take him out of the game while bouncing another shell off my ass. So, poor Tortoise couldn't pen me as well. As you can see, this tank is so bouncy. It has weird angles. If you keep on moving, it's really hard sometimes for the opposition to pen you. That's why this tank is so good. Really, really good. Strongly recommended. So here we spot the Tortoise. We put a shell into his cupola. He doesn't even spot us here. I don't understand why. I don't know how this is possible, but still. We're going to try to put another shell into his cupola. We do. And he gets taken out of the game. So now we're going to push a little bit further down, and we're going to try to spot the remaining customers. Now there are 2 RDs in the game here, so I was hoping to get a little bit more damage. There's a grill sitting there on my right side, so I'm being really cautious. I really don't want to die here. I want to get some extra damage over here. He runs off, so we're going to push forward a little bit, but he's smart actually. He's going to stop, and he's going to pre-aim this position. He could have easily taken me out right there. Yeah, good play on his part. Unfortunately, he misses. So we're going to climb this ridge over here. We're going to try to aim up a shot at him. He's still relatively full health, so I was hoping to farm him over here. But my gun's going to say no. And yeah, I don't know. Patton's gun is so beautiful when it works. When it doesn't work, it makes you pull your hair. I don't know what happened there. That shot should have penetrated easily, but it doesn't. So I don't get any damage out of that. And so I'm going to forget about these guys now. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to try to at least get some easy shells into RDs and hopefully get a little bit more damage here. Girl gets taken out. 1 RD gets taken out. Heavy tank remaining on the opposing team. He's going to be taken out fairly soon, and we're going to run into rocks because why not? We love rocks. We thought we could push it, but unfortunately we can't. Is there an RD here? Yes, there is. So we're going to put 1 shell into him. And he's gonna get taken out in a split second here. So there are quick games in my bombshell. Fantastic tank, strongly recommended if you guys still don't have it. This was probably one of my first tier 10 medium tanks. I still love it. I'll still play it, even though it misses so many shells. I don't know why it does. It's just the RNG is so bad. Anyway, we managed to put up what? Almost 7k. It is 7k combined. We got class 1. Reasonably good game. So I'm gonna have 1 more game for you guys in the Patton. Probably my next video will be in the Patton, so I'll show you that game as well for my run. I just got back to it. I wanted to see how it plays. It's such a joy to play, even though it misses so many shots and the RNG is so bad. I still love to play this tank. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, fairly good result. We finished in first place. We managed to put up 1511 base XP. We fired 23 shots. We had 19 direct hits and 12 penetrations. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Go and check out CloneGuy72 and Got a Dinghy. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, checking out.